Lobos, welcome back to your weekly Lobovision. I'm Yadit.
And I'm Estella, and let's get started with your general announcements.
Welcome to Music Review with CJ. Is that good? Today we talk about a album that came out last week. It's called The Changing Times by Ghostly Fiend. This new album really hit like a soft spot for me, especially because the lyrics were more meaningful and more deep this time. I was able to relate more to those songs than the last EP. Not that the last EP wasn't good, it's just this one has more meaning to it. So with the songs like Floral Graves, it put me in a really emotional spot, feeling of hopelessness. There was another song though that was fantastic. It's called There Was a Hole Here, It's Gone Now, featuring Skinny Peep, another SoundCloud artist. This album really brought back a familiar sound. It was more pop punk mixed with trap. It's something I've never heard before. And that's what makes it really unique. And I gave it 4 out of 4 ghosties. I'm CJ. So what's the outro? Alright, dude. Alright.
Players Unknown Battleground Pubs is a multiplayer online battle royale game developed and published by Pubs Corporation Battlegrounds. It's a player versus player PvP action game in which up to 100 players fight in a battle royale, a type of large-scale last man standing deathmatch where players remain to fight the last life. Players can choose to enter the match solo or with a small team up to 4 people. In either case, the last person or team left alive wins the match. The plane's flight across the map varies with each round, requiring players to quickly determine the best time to eject and parachute to the ground. Players start with no gear beyond customized clothing selections, which do not affect gameplay. Once they land, players can search buildings and other sites to find weapons, vehicle, armor, clothing, and other equipment. These items are precariously distributed throughout the map at the start of the match, with centered high-risk zones, typically having better equipment. Killed players can be looted to acquire their gear as well. Players can OPT to play either from the first-person or third-person perspective, each having their own advantages and disadvantages, in combat and situation awareness. Through severe specific settings can be used to force all players into one perspective to eliminate some advantages.
Yep.
Hello, my name is Francis, and today we will show you who stole Mr. Chang's bathroom pass. We found a yellow substance on the pass, but we could not figure out what the chemicals that the substance was made of. After conducting an experiment, it turns out that we could recreate the substance using sodium hydroxide and silver nitrate, chemicals only Mr. Chang would have access to. As you can see, mixing these two compounds, the product is a yellow substance found on Mr. Chang's bathroom pass. So it seems like the perpetrator of the missing bathroom pass is Mr. Chang.
Okay, so the class got me prepared by helping me on electrical and with hands-on experience. And with the class, I learned to work with others, work on the car, and get a better feeling on.
Every day I would come in and I'd get to learn something new, and I just added on to my knowledge from what I knew, and also got like the packets, you know, what to expect, and I got a heads up on what would be on it.
The class prepared me to get first place in competition by helping me push my limits, and not only that, push my skills.
Overall, they just taught us, you know, the fundamentals, you know, electrical, you know, tool identification, you know, and stuff like that.
Oh.